It's a new chapter for the Miami Hurricanes defense as they're looking to turn the page on what happened last season. They're communicating, they're embracing competition, and they're playing fast.
You are Locked On Canes, your daily podcast on the Miami Hurricanes, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I am Alex Donno, University of Miami alumnus, co-host of Locked On ACC and host of Postgame on the Miami Hurricanes radio network. And thank you so much to the everydayers for making Locked On Canes your first listen and your first watch. We're available free wherever you get your podcasts. We're free on YouTube. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. On this special episode, we'll talk about training camp progress as, we're less than 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away, Miami under the lights, Sunday night, running through that smoke to take on Notre Dame August 31st, as a very special guest is going to join us to break it all down. We have the privilege of being joined here by third-year Miami Hurricanes linebacker Raul Popo Aguirre. I love rolling those R's, man. Popo, how you doing? How you feeling heading into year number 3?
Man, feeling great, man. I'm blessed to be, for having me today. Man, just feeling great, rolling in, my third fall camp. And honestly, I felt probably the best I've felt since I've been here. But just been great right now. Very blessed, getting ready for, pretty much a big season. But most importantly, the 31st, we take on Notre Dame. So just got my head already wrapped around that, but feeling great overall, man.
Fan base can't wait for that. They can't wait to see you play, of course. And, I'm curious, heading into your third season, like you mentioned, your third fall camp, does it feel different in terms of the competition levels? Because when I listen to Coach Cristobal, Popo, he really seems like he's beaming about this roster, that this is probably the deepest team that he's had heading into his fourth year. Does it feel that way for you guys?
Man, 100%. I could say a lot of one thing, the biggest thing I've seen since I got here is how close we are. Like for you, bring a couple players up in the transfer portal, you would think, a team, a lot of players, a team like that, they'll kind of separate or they'll be kind of, coach won't be right. Well, we got a group of full of good, good players and good people. So we already connecting. I'll say now we're more connected now than we were the whole last year. And this is just a new group, you know what I'm saying? So I say that's something that I'm looking at right now that's kind of crazy to me. But most importantly, yeah, I think as far as fall camp, like coming into the third fall camp, I think I've been personally doing really good and as bonding and becoming more so that leader role. When you first come in, you're looking at it in a perspective to learn everything you can do now. But now I'm trying to help out others, help out the young guys, and spread that leadership around. So I think it's that time, man. The roster is loaded, but you can have a loaded roster. Is what you do with that, and I think the way we're communicating now, the way I'm speaking on the defensive behalf, the way we're communicating now, the way we're connecting, that's something that's definitely separating us right now.
I love it, man. And I can see, I know you've got that type of personality where you bring the leadership as well. What about for you physically? Like how much bigger and stronger are you now than when you came in a couple of years ago?
So I'm like 236 right now, but like my body percentage fat is like very low. So I'm just making sure, man. And most importantly, like healthy. Like like last year I had a little injury in the middle of the season, and and that was something that I made sure like now I'm on in the recovery room, treatment, on staying on top of it, but just handling things like a pro, man. I've been doing, and my body just feels great. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because fall camp you bump in, we going against the offense, and our offense, I personally feel like that's the best game we gonna have. Going against our own players, because the other side of the ball, you got CC, you got the best offensive line, you got the best running backs. That's the game right there. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, you're gonna have bruises and all that, and surprisingly, I'm feeling good, healthy. So I'll say that's something that I've been taking control of, is taking care of my body and staying healthy. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. How do you feel about your new defensive coordinator, who's also your linebackers coach? So you spent a lot of time in practices with Coach Hetherman. What's he been like?
Oh man, he's been great. I would say the biggest thing about Hetherman, man, I a great person, great coach. He just, man, it's crazy how much how much football he knows, man. That guy there is there all night. Like I'll watch film after practice, but fall camp, we're in practice around, well, we'll leave a building around 8. The guy won't leave a building till 1 a.m. I'll be trying to like sometimes beat him, but I'm like, man, I got to get some rest. So he's in there scheming up. You know what I'm saying? If we get beat on certain things, I don't want to talk from noise, but defense did really good this fall camp. We was kind of on the offense, and even when we was having a day where they didn't beat us, but we weren't too good on a specific drill, or they'll beat us on this play. He was finding a way to scheme it up. So he's just so technical on little things. And I think, man, he's just beyond great coach. You know what I'm saying? Just how he uses everyone. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys that, might not have I don't want to say seen the field, but just, aren't good at specific things. But he knows how to use those guys for what they're good at and put them in the best position. So I think it's just crazy how good of a coach he is with that, and just it brings a different culture and mentality to the team. You know what I'm saying? Playing fast and basically speaking on the linebacker core, we're able to play what we've been doing all our life. We're able to play fast and not think as much and just go hard. You know what I'm saying? It keeps
Yeah.
everything simple. Yeah.
No, I love to hear that. And is there any part of your game that you've really been working on, since Coach Hetherman arrived, that you've really been trying to improve or perfect?
Yeah. So with my game, since I first got here, I'm gonna say now I feel like it done slowed down a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even going against our own offense, you got a lot of talent on that side of the field. It just the game is slowing down, of course. Being able to, being an inside backer, keep certain things, keep plays. See, at first I was more so learning my job my first 2 years. And now I know my job since it's so simple, and I'm able to take that and anticipate what the offense is gonna give me, anticipate the motions, I'm able to play so fast because I'm able to just take that step and see and look at what I'm gonna get on offense instead of just knowing my job and all that. So I'll say, man, I'm in the best shape I can be in right now, man, and in the best physicality, mentally, I'm good, man, ready to go.
I tell you, man, hearing you talk about this team, it's like we're 12 days away. I want the game to be tomorrow night.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I'm so jacked up.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys feel? Are you starting to get? And I know you guys are so good at taking everything one practice at a time, but I'm sure you're feeling that anticipation now that we're 12 days away from getting out there and watching you play.
Absolutely. Like, going into fall, I had a lot of interviews earlier before fall camp doing that media day. And it was, how Notre Dame or Florida State. And I was like, it's about the moment right there. You know what I'm saying? And fall camp was a big step for us because there was a lot of new brothers I was, getting to know now. And I wanted to see how we go through the storm, how we fight through a bad practice. You know what I'm saying? And I can definitely say we're most connected I've ever felt with a group of brothers. So I was just excited. I'm excited for that. And now we look to going into Notre Dame, but of course starting practice off tomorrow, taking that day at a time. You know what I'm saying? One day at a time, because you can't. That's going to be the motto I think for our defense this year. One game at a time, one day at a time.
Now, y'all just started your classes this week. The fall semester started. So how does that change now that you have, the extra thing of having to balance your classes and everything, but you're still practicing super hard? So how has this week gone for you so far?
So it's also going on the second day, man. It's been great. Cool to get some fresh air because we've been in the building I'll be in the building till 9, 10 o'clock, getting extra film and all that. So it's cool. But now, of course, you step out and now you're like, okay, you get back to work. You know what I'm saying? We got a game. It still sounds crazy, but next week is game week. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps replaying in my head. So it's like, it's a good thing that, starting class off back. But a lot of the guys, and this is something I kind of find very cool, man. A lot of the guys I went up there to watch film today is our off day. And you already got guys up there, you know what I'm saying, watching film. Like we are on it, and that's something I personally I haven't seen in the past couple of years. So that's something that we school is cool and all, but man, we want to win, man. So we're doing everything we could, you know what I'm saying, to connect with each other. And we know that one person can't win a game. We got to be connected as far as we want to go. We got to bring guys in, bring freshmen in, bring guys, you know what I'm saying, and so to get where we want to get.
We'll continue our conversation with standout Miami linebacker Raul Popo Aguirre. We're only getting started on this brand new episode of Locked On Canes. You want to keep it locked. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the daily fantasy platform that lets you turn your football predictions into real rewards. Preseason is already heating up, and college football isn't far behind. Whether you've got your eye on big-name quarterbacks or breakout running backs, Prize Picks makes it easy to get in on the game. Folks, Prize Picks is so simple to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections like passing yards, more or less on touchdowns, more or less on receiving yards. If you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. I've been using Prize Picks since 2021. I love how simple it is. I can get a lineup in before my coffee finishes brewing. Folks, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today and use our code LOCKEDONCollege to get 50% in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONCollege to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. Prize Picks, run your game. We are also proudly brought to you by Drip Drop. My hydration game has been on point. You want to stay on top of your routine, whether it's workouts, long days on campus, staying focused through back-to-back classes. Hydration is where that all starts. That's where Drip Drop comes in. When I'm on top of my hydration, I notice everything works better. My energy, my mood, my focus, even my skin. But getting enough fluids every day isn't always easy. That's why I've been loving Drip Drop. Drip Drop is doctor-developed and scientifically proven for fast hydration. It uses the perfect balance of sodium electrolytes and glucose to help your body absorb fluids quickly, delivering 3 times the electrolytes and half the sugar of a leading sports drink. My go-to flavor is the cherry limeade. It's a game changer after a workout or one of those extra busy days. Not only does Drip Drop work, it also tastes great. Drip Drop has become my go-to, especially during long summer days when I know I'm going to be sweating it out here in South Florida. Right now, Drip Drop is offering Locked On listeners 20% off your first order. Just head to dripdrop.com and use promo code LOCKEDONCollege. That's dripdrop.com, promo code LOCKEDONCollege for 20% off. Stock up now before the heat hits hard. We're also proudly brought to you by Open Phone. If you're running a business, every missed call is money left on the table. Think about the last time you needed a service. If the first person you called didn't answer, did you wait? Probably not. You moved on. That's why you need Open Phone, so you never miss an opportunity to connect with your customers. Open Phone is the #1 business phone system designed to streamline and scale your customer communications. Do you juggle 2 phones just to keep your business and personal calls separate? Open Phone solved that instantly. Your whole team can share one number and respond to customers like a shared inbox. No more, who's handling this? And an AI agent handles after-hour calls, answering common questions and captures leads, so I never miss a customer again. See why over 60,000 businesses trust Open Phone. They're offering Locked On listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/LockedOnCollege. That's openphone.com/LockedOnCollege. They'll even port over your existing numbers for free. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Thank you so much for making Locked On Canes your first listen. For your next listen, make sure you check out the portal. Our very good friend, the recruiting overlord, Brian Smith, takes you through all things transfer portal, NIL, recruiting. The portal is one of the newest shows in the Locked On family. It's available like our show, free wherever you get your podcast, and available free on YouTube. I like what you said earlier about chemistry and everybody getting along. So tell me about some of the new guys in the linebacker room, right? I mean, you got Mo Toure transfers in from Rutgers, Kamal Bonner transfers in from NC State. A guy like Kellen Wiley, who's a big kid for being a true freshman. How are these guys fitting in, and how are they doing?
Man, wonderful, man. I'll start off with Mo, man. Mo came in, a guy that's very talented and you know, has a lot of years of playing in college football, man. And just been able to put hands on everybody and help them out already, you know, because he's familiar with this defense. And with Coach Hetherman, I kind of left this out. It's a lot of new techniques, and he teaches you everything. Reason why I love him, not to follow up on Hetherman now, but he teaches you what your assignment and why we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big guy that asks, like, You know, if he's showing us something, I'll be like, "Oh, why we don't do this?" You know, I won't test you out, but I'll just see you want to do it this way, and he's big on explaining why you want to do it this way, why you want to fit this way. And Mo being in that defense, he's able to show us the exact way, because you know a coach can only show you so much. A guy that's been on the field can show you, you know what, this gap ain't never gonna be there. Just flow over top. So just being able to have a guy like that that's willing to help you, man, and push you hard. Wonderful, man. It's outstanding so far. And then Kamal Bonner, big time player from NC State, of course, and of course his defense is a little different. He's already getting into the playbook. When he first came in, he was understanding it first because it was a lot different over there. It was 3-3-5, and now it's a different defense. But he's, man, all of us connecting, man. We already connecting as brothers, and I think that's the biggest thing. Who you gonna look to the right or to the left for you, and in the fourth quarter, no matter who's out there. You know what I'm saying? You know that you got somebody you're gonna be able to ride with. So he's connecting and being able to play fast. All of us are being able to play fast now. We came in the spring, it was a little different, learning the playbook, and now we're able to connect with each other and tell each other, this is the right way, and play a little bit faster. And then Kellen Wiley, man, he's a guy that's like, I'm starting to think like, man, this is how they're making freshmen nowadays, man. He's a guy that's huge, man. 6'4", 235, and runs like a giraffe. He's a man. He's a guy. You know what I'm saying? And biggest thing I've seen from him, he's a guy that wants to learn. You know what I'm saying? Wants to keep coming in. He sees a guy like, myself or Mo or Wesley, and he tries to follow what we do. You know what I'm saying? So a very talented freshman, and I think he's gonna knock some heads this year for sure. So we got and it's guys I'm leaving outside. I mean, we got a lot of guys stepping up. We got a lot of guys that's building that linebacker room. The biggest thing is that we want to look to the right, whoever's out there, and be able to ball out. You know what I'm saying? Because this is I think I don't want to talk too soon, but this is a generational team. I think so. We got a really good team this year, and a defense and the team, and we're trying to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? So being able to connect and we got a great linebacker room.
I love it. And of course, you guys battle the offense every day in practice. What's been your experience with Carson Beck? Both as a teammate and as the quarterback you face in practice every day.
Oh man, he's exciting to watch, man. The biggest thing I seen from him was how smart he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We coming up on a blitz. He makes me watch film on myself because I'm big on watching film on other people, but sometimes I don't realize my tendencies I'm giving off. So he's big on pointing out, okay, I'm blitzing here, and as much as I think I'm not, he calls it out, and then after that I'll go to something like, how did you know? And he'll tell me, oh, this foot is up or this that. So he's very intelligent, man. Or I'll be coming into a play, I see they about to run a play, and then he'll check out of it. You know what I'm saying? Mid play. So he's a guy that's very calm, and that's something I like about him a lot. With quarterbacks sometimes, you bring pressure at him and stuff like that. You try to get him routed up because I'm big on liking like our defense. You like talk trash or get loud, make it crazy, you know what I'm saying? See what we got. And he's a guy that's always calm no matter what, and just he's talented. We had a scrimmage, and first scrimmage, our defense had a good day, and the other day was the offense's day. They did very good, and it was led by him. So he's a talented player, already bonding with everybody, you know what I'm saying, connected with all the players, but definitely a winner, you know what I'm saying? You got guys like him that want to win, and the man in this, the man in that, you know what I'm saying? So I like him 100%.
Something I'm sure gets you and the other linebackers physically prepared for the season is having to tackle these big running backs every single day. I mean, I was talking to these running backs at media day. Fletcher, of course, he's in the 225 range.
Yeah.
Marty Brown, the North Dakota State transfer, he's 220.
Yeah.
Jordan Lyle is like 205 now. I think Wheatley Humphrey is getting close to 200. Gerard Pringle, same thing. I mean, that's one thing. And I love Popo. I love that style of football on offense when you can have these heavy running backs wearing down defenses. I love to watch that.
Man, I'm gonna cut you off there, man. That was something that we were big on this off season. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going against them no matter what, one-on-ones, whatever it is. And that was something that impressed me a lot. Having guys like, I'm going to just go with Pringle. He's a guy that people haven't really been talking about as much, but he's a baller, and it showed in this past scrimmage, you know what I'm saying? And a smaller guy, but likes contact, you know what I'm saying? You got starting off with Mark Fletcher, of course, a bigger guy, you know what I'm saying? And I think biggest thing with him is, man, how much of a great leader he is. You know what I'm saying? Those guys,
Yeah.
they ride with him. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, and he's able to correct people and all that. So they all hungry, man. Jordan Lau, of course, a dog. You know what I'm saying? But being able to go against those backs, so, is definitely gonna get us ready. Game one and all season long, because I feel like we have one of the best backfields in the nation. So, yeah, we have some talent back there, man.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that backfield gets slept on a little bit. Not that, and I know you guys don't care what the narratives are. I care because I do this for a
Yeah,
living, but
yeah,
it bugs me. I know it doesn't bug you guys, but one thing, Popo, I'm so thankful to be able to have this conversation with you. And last week we talked with Hayden Lowe. A couple weeks ago we talked with James Brockermeyer. Canes Connection does an awesome job, helping me connect with you guys and helping you connect with the fans. Like, well, what does it mean to you, Popo, to be a part of the Canes Connection Collective?
man. Since day one, man, loved it, loved every piece of it. I think the biggest thing is, man, being able to connect with my brothers too. That's a
Yeah.
way for me to connect with my brothers, man. You gotta, and I go all the way back from college 2023, man. We all of us are in there. You know what I'm saying? We all dogs, man. But just being able to connect with my brothers and just being able to just being with Kane connections and just build our bond. That's something that's big time for me, man. Since I've been here, you know what I'm saying, and I can speak on that for days. But Kane connections is one of the best for me, and I'm very grateful for it.
Love it. I want everyone to know that if you've been thinking about signing up for Canes Connection, because a lot of people are like, I've been thinking about it for a while. This is the perfect time to sign up because we have our own promo code here on Locked On Canes. The code is LOCKED, LOCKED, locked. And when you sign up with our promo code, they're going to give you 50% off your first month in any membership tier. So if you've been thinking about, getting involved and supporting all the great athletes on the team like Popo, if you sign up for Canes Connection today, use our code LOCKED, and they're going to give you 50% off. And Popo, we mentioned it. We're getting closer. We're less than 2 weeks away from the first game. I know you were probably like a middle school kid or elementary
Yeah,
school the last time Miami hosted Notre Dame.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was the loudest I have
Oh yeah,
ever heard
I've
Hard
seen
Rock
it, man.
Stadium.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited, man. Most importantly, just being able to. I think we're like a lot of people are like, oh, Notre Dame, what do they have and all that, and we're focused on us. You know what I'm saying? We're focused
Yeah.
on us being able to make sure we can communicate and we can do these things because no matter what you throw out there, I don't know how many people is gonna be at the game. I think it's a lot of people gonna be at the game. No matter what, we control what we do. You know what I'm saying? So that's something
Sure.
that's big, and we're just excited for it, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be standing room only. I think it's going to be a full house, and I think it's going to be loud. And Popo, I know if people haven't heard from you before, I know they wanna follow you now. So let them know. Social media, you got Instagram, you got X, whatever you got rolling. Let people know where they can find you.
Okay, my Instagram, man, is just you type in Popo. It's gonna be some underscores in there, but type in Popo on the Instagram. My ex is Raul Aguirre. First name and last name. Before that, I think you just put an L. And they'll show up. But those are the two things I'm on, man. But most importantly, man, just excited for the game, man. Just ready to get it going, man. I hope everybody's at the game.
By the way, how'd you get the nickname Popo? Where does that come from?
Yeah. So my dad is my family's Cuban. And when I was younger, I was going to daycare up in Hialeah, and that was just something they said
Oh
there
wow.
when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And my parents just when I moved up to Georgia when I was like 9, 10, my parents just stuck with it. And ever since then I've been with it, man.
I love it, man. And yeah, just so people know, you probably knew this already. And he mentioned family's Cuban. He's got his roots in South Florida.
Yeah.
He spent some time in Georgia. He is back in the area, repping for the 305. We love it. Popo, I can't thank you enough, my friend, for taking the time.
One more thing I want to tell the
Yeah,
fans, man.
yeah.
We need it packed and loud at the Hard Rock, man. Third down, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get at the field. We gotta get them off the field. So we need it loud. We need everybody there. Third down, there's some money down right now. That's one thing I want to put out there.
And remind everybody to wear orange because they're
Yeah.
asking for an orange. I don't want people to forget and they show up wearing green or white or something. We
Nah,
get it.
yeah,
We need everybody in
orange,
orange.
man. Orange down, you know what I'm saying? We got to take over. It's time.
I love it. Popo Aguirre, we thank you so much for your time. And everyone, thank you so much. Make sure you support Popo, support Canes Connection, support Locked On Canes. Smash that like button. We'll talk to you next time on another episode of Locked On Canes. It's all about that you right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.